See your lovely smile, eh? Your smile is bigger than my own. You know what's interesting? We are both dentists. And look at your set of teeth. Is it that they used to have people that will read dentistry or dental surgery? Whoa! How are you doing today? Welcome to this session. Today I will be interviewing someone special. She just relocated to Canada. Yeah! And we're just here to chat briefly about her experience. Of course, you know that people we bring here for interviews are people that have worked with Vantage Migration while they were going through their study abroad process. So I'm just going to bring her right on board. So please, you can request to join this session. By the way, if you have questions that you would like me to ask, feel free, drop those questions, and I'm going to keep them in mind as soon as I get her on hold. Mrs. Annabelle, please request to join this session, okay? How are you doing? I'm super happy whenever I have to interview someone, because that's like a way to celebrate them and everything they've actually done, trying to go through their relocation process. It's not easy. It's doable, but it's not easy. Oh, hey, let me even tell you, this month, I think we've also interviewed other people. So if this is your first time joining this kind of interview on my wall or on my platform, feel free, check any place you are seeing this interview right now. Check, you're going to see many more people that we've interviewed in the past. Mrs. Annabelle, please, if you can check your feed so that you see my requests, or you can also request to join the session, okay? Let's see. I hope this goes well. So what I was trying to say is that make sure you take a look at all the other interviews. Like last week, I interviewed Chidi, who relocated to US. Of course, who relocated to US. I hope you saw that interview. Okay, so this thing is telling me that she's unable to join. I'm going to cut it, call her behind the scene, and see how to fix it, okay? Okay, or let me just try it again. Mrs. Annabelle, I'm going to try to add you again. Please just, if we try one more time, if it's not working, then I have to call you behind the scene. One moment, please. I sent another request. Please check. All that we have to go through to make sure we bring you the latest gist. Oh, you can flip your camera, please. Yay! You made it. I was like, hey, this network is going to kill us today. Oh, but thank God you are here. How are you? See your lovely smile, eh? Your smile is bigger than my own. You know what's interesting? We are both dentists. And look at your set of teeth. Is it that they used to have people that will read dentistry or dental surgery? I don't like. Please, anybody that is watching me, please confirm what I'm saying. She's a dentist, and look at her set of teeth.
I remember in my 100 level, one of my lecturers said, "You're in the right profession." I was like, oh. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Congratulations on your relocation. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Oh dear.
Oh, let me ask you a question. I know you have 2 kids. Did you come with your kids?
Oh, I did. Sure.
What?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yep. It's only 2 now. Ooh, will I lose it?
Oh my God! I have no idea. I should have visited you and brought my offering. Let's bring offering to people with kids.
Don't worry, it's coming. I know it will still come.
Okay. True. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'm going to visit you. You're in Kitchener, is it not?
I just moved to Waterloo now.
Okay, you're in my city. You're in my. I'm sure. Maybe when I finish this interview and I ask you for your address, I'm sure it's going to be like maximum 15 minutes away. I'm going to show up in your house today. Promise. I promise you. I
Oh,
promise you. I'm
that's
going to
nice.
bring chicken, Popeyes.
Oh my God. Lovely.
I'm going to
Thank
come.
you.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Don't
Thank
worry when I
you.
finish
Thank
this
you,
interview.
Linda.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
Ah, how you coping?
It's a
I had
lot.
no idea that you came with the
But
kids.
yeah, it's a lot, but I think I still prefer this a lot than not bringing them. I still prefer this
Yeah,
challenge than not bringing them. It would have been more heartbreaking for me and more.
as a
In short, I
mom.
couldn't have coped. Yeah, I can't cope. I can't breathe. I can't do anything if they were not here. So whatever I go through is still worth it
Yeah,
if they were not here. Yes.
yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. I know I think as of June, the schools closed for summer break, and then they're going to start again for August. So most times now, what is available right now is more like all these summer stuff
Programs.
programs.
Yeah, actually, it was yes, it was in June ending, just before the independence, two
Mm-hmm.
days before the Canada Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's when the school went. And they had camping last week. Oh, no, this week they just left, they just finished.
Uh,
So we will keep thinking of one program or the other to get busy because I'm in school. So yes, they got to be somewhere being busy.
true.
It's a lot, but
Yeah,
we'll do
it's a
it.
lot because people that come with kids, I know other people too that came with kids. I know that it's a lot, but it's doable. Just like what you're saying. After like as the day goes by, you see that is today is better than yesterday. Yesterday
Yeah,
was better than the day before, and
that's
tomorrow will
right.
be better than today. And after some time, they're in school. Let's say September, they resume school and everything.
Hmm.
You now have
And we
your
have
own.
survived the summer holiday.
Yes, yes, okay.
That's how I
Oh.
decided to say it. Yes.
I'm happy
Yes.
for you. It's not easy to pull this through because of it requires a lot of tiny things to do, from getting the admission to getting the visa for you, for yourself, for family, to traveling, even just traveling with kids. I remember when my parents used to, because we traveled a lot, even as kids. We went
Children.
to Benin Republic. We moved from my hometown to Lagos to Abuja. Those are still trips, right? So
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
with family, I know my parents, they were always so many bags. You have to carry so many bags. I can imagine what your transition were like, packing, airport. Oh,
I had all kinds. Nice people, not so nice, and really mean people. Like, madam, you call this carry on, right? Because I stopped carry on and it was like beyond carry on. Yeah. So all kinds of things. But I just saw the end of it, and that was what kept me on. I didn't care what anybody said. It didn't matter to me. You didn't bring me here, so whatever you're saying, just go.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I get it. I
I
get it.
stayed living. So
Okay. I know. I think it was the kid question that then like moved us in that direction.
yeah.
Maybe let me come back to saying, like, introduce yourself. I'm sure people are watching and they're like, "Hey, who is this lady?" So give us your own introduction.
Yes, my name is Annabelle Ambeke. I before now I was a resident in UCH Ibadan,
Okay.
family dentistry.
Mm-hmm.
I am a very private person. I can't believe what I'm doing right now. I still tell myself, no, I'm in my room. I'm not any liable. Okay. But it's all for good cause. Yes. And not for one day I regretted knowing Linda.
Mm.
I don't know if I can just go talking,
Sure, go
right?
ahead.
And initially I just followed her because I was like, who is this person with so much energy and excitement? Somebody that just all she sees in life is happiness and joy and glee and
Oh.
hi God, now wow. Some people just have their own thing about life, and
Mm.
I followed you for your natural self,
Mm.
for just welcoming people to Canada and making them feel warm and, oh, life is easy, life is good. And okay, let me just keep following. Let me keep following. And I didn't know where it was going to land me. And oh, I never regretted that decision. And ultimately, we got deal together. And yeah, and it was nice, but yeah, and all the way till when I had an interest of schooling abroad, and I just saw that was a line as well. I was like, wow. So she's also not just welcoming people, and she's also guiding. Linda is just one guide, an amazing one, because she made, there's something we call in computer like copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
Copy and paste is a fun thing to do, and it was like, that's it, copy and paste it, and you get results. So what more wouldn't I want in life, and that was the amazing thing for me, and since I got the interest of coming, and I knew yes, we both went to Uniben, so maybe that was also an attraction. We're both dentists, and then a double attraction. And the funniest part is when I told my husband about you and what you do, there was no objection, which was, my husband is a very critical person, like, Facebook, somebody will just scam your soul, not just you. They scam you, your body, your spirit, and all that. So one is careful, but for how he jumped at it was amazing. And I got involved, and I had a sister, oh, I know such women, there are many on Facebook, scam, they just collect people's money. I was already in it, so whatever she was saying was just enter here and go. Like, I don't know. So let me just be scammed now that I'm already inside. Let me be ready for the scamming, And I tell you, there was, I have integrity, and nobody can pay me to come talk about somebody that is bad or is scam artist. It's not worth it for me. So I know what I'm saying. I got everything and more that she talked about, and it made the whole thing easy, simple, reachable. I could reach her, I could ask her questions, I could, she and her team, it's just amazing. And it's like I said before, take it, fill in the gaps or copy and paste and do it, and you get a result. And I did it. So it's just that for me. And I don't want to say, there's something she didn't like about the whole thing, get involved with an agent. It's not an agent thing. And some people have asked me when I came, like, which agent do you use? I didn't use any agent. But come to think of it, if you want to call Linda an agent, well, if people call that agency, like, okay, you pay for a service and you got results, then that is one sweet one, because if agents are usually termed negative, then maybe she has to coin another name. We have to give her another name, because she, as I said, she's a guide. She guided me, she put me through, and everything went smoothly. And I got my result. And that's what we want. Results, and it was it. So yeah, I will tell everybody, go through her and you get what you are looking for. It was a long journey, but ultimately, like she said, she knows I'm here. And that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just listening to what you're saying, and so it's like, okay, something came to my mind last night where I was making a lot of posts about we have an August meeting coming up. That's August is next month as of when we're making this video. So I was posting, and then I was looking at the album, like the photos that were taken at the event, and I was just picking the ones to post. Then, something came to my mind, because one of the pictures I brought, I wanted to post it. So there were 3 people in the photo, right? 2 of those persons one is already came to Canada like after that event, like towards the end of last year. The other one, his visa just came out. That's just in a photo of 3 people. The other person came to Canada for visiting, like it was not connected to us, right? Then I started seeing that a lot of people that were in that photo, they've either relocated or their visa is out and they're about to, or like they are now submitting, let's say, for visa, the admission is out. I was so shocked. So in the sense that the event we had last year and some people came, the people we're going to have this year are more or less, let me put it this way, let's say half of them are people that were there last year, but this year they are coming in as people who have already relocated. Like a lot of the people I have as speakers coming, let's say traveling from Canada or from UK, are people who attended the last year's events. But between that event time and now, they've already relocated. So, you know, I actually wanted to post about it, but I was just thinking about it that, wow, this is incredible.
It really can be that fast, because when I packaged everything, it was, I mean, the fastest admission one can imagine. I was like, oh, is it that they just get this admission in platter gold? Like, these people are just watching me. Oh, how did I do this? It was fast. And then the whole visa thingy and packaging came up. And actually, what even caused my delay was the kids, because the kids were not in the picture before. But yes, I got mine, and I know that, no, I can't leave them behind. So let me start their own process. And that was what took longer time for me.
So you applied for yours, got it, and then applied for the kids.
Yes. You know, and with going through yours, it was just boom. It was fast. So if I had wanted to have, gone since or come here since, it would have been long time. I know that no, one step at a time now. It's my kids' time, and that was what took a longer time. Yes.
Congratulations. I'm happy for you. As I said, relocating abroad is tough, but when the road is tough, only the tough gets going. So you see that there are many little obstacles that can, you know, push someone aside in that whole process. But when you have the knowledge you need and the self-confidence to also tackle any problem that will come in front, because it's like you cannot over-prepare. No matter how prepared you are, one thing will happen. You know, something will come up.
Exactly.
So if you're not tough, that thing just comes and then it kicks you out of the road. But once one has the
you
knowledge,
can easily be thrown off. But when you realize you've gone through several hurdles, okay, this is just one of them, and how you're gonna, you know, you become just thinking like a robot. Oh, this is one of it, and this is just gonna pass. Okay, so how do I handle this? And outside the bus, even at the airport, you will just be saying all the things that want to, you know, bring the check down, but you're like, no way, no way. No way, I'm unstoppable. You sure that was one of like our nicknames, the unstoppable, because it's just a constant fighting through, and ultimately you get there, and you don't even remember much of all these, you know, and yes, you will smile at the end. That was fun.
This is good. Let me ask you a question. Of all the things you learned from the Vantage Migration Masterclass,
yes,
which was the topmost for you?
It was
the one that helped you the most.
Yes, it was the visa packaging. You know, no, well, sure. I got involved in both of them, and I applied both of them. The admission hacks was like I say, copy and paste, and whoom, it just came. I'm like, wow. So that was it. You know, there are 2 stages to get the admission, and then you go for the visa. So yes, getting the admission was like the fastest thing. You know, a friend of mine contacted me last week, and she's like, what school would take me? Which course should I go for? So those are really hard questions. You know, I try to go through, Canada is big now. You know, what school, which university, what programs, and all that. So all that was easily achieved when I got involved in the admission hacks, because I now know how to narrow my search. I now know how to just go for the one that would grab you fast, which is ultimate. There's no time for trial and error. Oh, these ones, they are good. They like certain people. They want. I know what my status is. I know what my level is. So I know where to just fit in. that I will be celebrated or rushed. You know, we say in Nigeria, they rush me ahead. So go there.
And so they rush you.
You know, so I knew where to just go to where I'll be rushed. And that was it. So all that guide for the admission made me know where to go to. And I did. And I was rushed. And that came fast. And then I went for the visa hat and I knew how to put things together, packaging, you know, I packaged myself with all the guide and it was good. And I got my results. You know, so both of them, admission, visa and visa hats, paid up for me. The scholarship, well, I did the scholarship, but probably I wasn't patient enough. I just want to get this and move. And my focus, I got.
Yeah,
you know.
that's good.
Yeah.
And it's important to mention that because I've seen some people that will be like, okay, I have money to pay my fees, but it seems you people only handle people that want to go for scholarship. I always explain that when you learn the whole process, you know your pockets, you will know where to fix yourself, right? Some people, their most important interest is to get an admission that aligns with their vision and they're ready to go. Some other people, even if they get that admission without scholarship, they cannot even resume, you know, or maybe they will need a study loan. But people are different, and we keep it open so that irrespective of your need, whether all you just need is a good admission in a program of best fit that will not cause visa problem, or you need a scholarship, or wherever you fit in, you'll be able to still get results. So that's something that need to know.
Yes, my purpose was not the scholarship. Not like I don't want scholarship, but I didn't. It wasn't really it for me. I just wanted the admission and then to move, and that paid off. But I know with what you gave us on scholarship, they looked what can easily be harnessed, and then of course, if I get results in 2, scholarship will not be.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to mention that because there are people in that category, like they have the money to pay for their fees and they're just looking for the right guide on how to do it. So that's just what I'm shouting out to. And another thing I like about study abroad pathway is how you can choose your time, and it's fast. It's not like when you go into a pool and wait and hope that one day you'll be selected, like that. The uncertainty of other routes and the certainty you can have with the admission process, like the study abroad pathway, where you can say, you know what, I'm applying for September 2023 or September 2024 or January 2025, whatever year that person is choosing, right? Or timeline, and then you work with that timeline. So that's something that can help people who are making plans. Unlike if you're going through a pathway that is like, okay,
it's not in your control. You just sit down and wait.
You just sit down and wait.
Yeah. This is more defined. This is more, achievable. Okay, targets, and then you hit it and you get it. But yeah, it's good, I would say.
Okay, so let me ask you, what advice do you have for, I'll say, professionals? Because you're a professional, you're a dentist, already doing your residency even before this process. You're also a mom with 2 kids.
Yep.
So what advice will you give to a professional, like I would say that is currently in the situation that you were in? When I mean situation, I mean like they have your kind of characteristics. The person is a professional, maybe even have kids, and they're looking to relocate or to go through the study abroad pathway. What advice do you have for the person?
Everybody have I would say almost equal opportunity. Now, if we're of the same cadre or caliber of people, professionals, what is stopping you? Since I came here, I told some of my friends, can you just make up your mind? Because that's where it starts from. Just decide. If you want something, decide for it, and you are unstoppable. You can get anywhere. You can get any extent. And then the world needs, like Canada, they like professionals. They just like the best people. So you're already in that that standpoint. So why are you feeling incapable? Maybe I know another thing that people don't really like, get into the peak of our career already, and you're coming back to one program because you want to, but can you look at the big picture? Can you look at how things can be better than where you are, and then advance instead of waiting and waiting and waiting? And hey, opportunities are not always available all the time. They come and they go. So if you have the opportunity, it's good to grab it while it lasts, because it may not always be there. So go for it, but make up your mind and make it up quickly, and then take your dream.
Let me adjust the first sentence. Make up your mind fast.
Yeah, really, because if you now decide to wait, okay, let me finish this first. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right to achieve things one step at a time, but there's also a place for putting everything on the plate. Except the plate says I can't hold anymore. Yes, then you could take it easy, or take it in your own stride. But sometimes we can do a lot within a short space of time. So explore, open your mind, and then there are people who are here to guide you, and Linda is there for us all, and it makes things easier. Yes, and that's it.
Thank you. What I got from what you said, I got three things. One is the person should make up their mind, because that's very important. You see somebody for 2 years, they've been thinking, I think I would like this, but I'm not really sure. Like, this can go on for a very long time, and provided they are still in that stage of trying to make up their mind, which can happen within 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years as well. It's like they never get to do anything because they've not decided. So deciding, when you tell somebody make up your mind, it looks like one of those things people say, but really, without making up one's mind, you can't really even get started. Even when you start, you just be dragging your feet towards everything. So making up one's mind is very important, really very, very important.
Yes.
And then the second one you talk about is you really identify the problem there, because sometimes some people will feel like, in fact, I'm already a consultant or something. Like, why do I have to? But you say, look at the big picture. So it's important for that person to look at the big picture. They can look at the big picture and decide that, you know what, I don't want to relocate. That's totally fine. Or look at the big picture and say, oh, I think relocating would be a good thing. That's fine. The most important thing is just calling that person's attention to look at the big picture, not just focusing on that thing or that job or that thing you are doing right now.
Right there. That's right.
And then the third one is for the person to act now, just like what you said, like, opportunities come, right? But that opportunity, this particular one may not be there all the time.
All the time.
You know, policies can change, anything can change. So it's like, if you have the opportunity now, instead of thinking the opportunity come all the time, it's better to grab it. You know, like, let me say something. Like, one time I was in Uniben. Thank God you went to Uniben. I'm sure a long time before I came, or something, I don't know. So I was in Uniben. I was in 300 to 400 level. And then I got this all expenses paid trip, sponsored by US government, to go represent Nigeria for. It was a training on social entrepreneurship. So people may not even realize that the social entrepreneurship I do today, because our business falls under social entrepreneurship, which is, how do we make money while helping the community? Instead of how do we make money, whether we destroy everywhere or destroy human beings or cheat people. Do you understand? Like, how do we make money while helping the community? That's social entrepreneurship. So I got this opportunity to go get trained, 5 weeks, all expenses paid in US. Many people told me that, see, just focus on your exams because opportunity will always come. Me too, I was not looking at myself that I know the opportunity they come, but this all expenses paid trip for a training 5 weeks. When exactly is it going to come again? You know?
And then the thing you get from it, it's making you now.
Exactly.
it made Vantage, it made who, because really, that was what got to me. Like, why is this girl? She says she's a dentist now. Where did all this come from? Now you're spilling it, because you are really, really. I mean, it's beyond just some. It's in the blood. I'm an evil girl. It's natural. No, no, no. You got it. You really, really have it, and you just imagine not taking that chance. I like you want to go and read for oral biology or optical.
Exactly. Actually, I came home because after MB, that exam, that trip clashed with my MB, the last portion of my now you're a dentist, so you will understand. Let me talk my jargon. Leave these people that are watching. Let me talk my jargon. So it clashed with my biochemistry oral exams. That was the last part of the MB. All right. But luckily, after I've already traveled and I submitted paper to the department and faculty, I was so lucky. Physiology, I've forgotten the woman's name. Physiology HOD and department insisted on biochemistry HOD and department that they should move my exam. Like miracle, because med school or dental school, you can't really you can't really go and influence one lecturer, because there's not one lecturer that offers the course or that handles the course. It's a department that handles each course. So you can't influence, even if your father is, whatever height, DC, you may still have problem with something like that. So it was a department insisting on another department that got them to move my oral exam. And I've already traveled, I traveled 2 to 3 weeks after that they decided that, okay, I'm going to do the oral exam with those writing receipts, but it will not be counted as receipt for me. So that was a huge risk, Now, the second one is that by the time I came home, it was 1 week to oral biology exam. Oral biology exam comes immediately after the MD.
Yes.
So I came home 1 week to oral biology. And guess what? I got a distinction in oral biology.
Oh dear.
Because when I came home 1 week, I remember the first time I went to oral biology class, they were doing revision. Like they will be showing some slides, those histology slides. People are calling, oh, this one is this. So I just started crying. The lecturer he just needed to help me. What I mean help me, he gave me textbook to read. Like, okay, take this textbook, go and read it. Because I missed all the lectures. So that 1 week, I only God knows how many hours I slept inside. I just slept in class, reading, and I got distinction in the exam. So, which is a miracle on its own. But I took that risk, So, but before I traveled, people were saying, don't worry, opportunity always calls opportunity. Opportunity come, but that particular one, is it going to come again? That's the thing. Because after that time, till I graduated, I still applied for other programs. I didn't get any. So where is that same opportunity coming back, and for me to always be choosy anytime it comes back? So opportunity comes, maybe different ones, but this particular one is important for people to take advantage of something when it's available. Because tomorrow they will say, oh, we've gotten enough people. Now, no more, a new government, a new this. If the person was just dragging their feet, that's it.
You're right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking our time to come. I'm promising you I'm going to visit you. Possibly today.
I look forward to that. It's a pleasure. It's an honor being here. In my wildest dream, I never thought this can happen, but I think I'm just privileged to be part of you, and look at what you're telling me to now. one thing I don't know. Thank you, Dad. Thank you again for everything. Appreciate you. Okay. And well done. Yeah. Keep it up. Keep up the energy. You really got it. You got all it takes. And keep it up.
All right.
And yes, people, believe in her. She knows what she's doing. I mean, you need to attend those lectures. You're like, God, what is in this lady? If you like says money, how many people really put so much energy when they're earning? If you're doing something and you're making money out of it, it's a ball game. Yeah. Then now you are doing it with so much enthusiasm and so much zeal, all looking like I want to make the best out of someone else. That is another ball game. So yeah, She has both of it, and keep it up, girl.
Thank you.
Yes. So I beg to go now.
All right, sure. Take good care of
Yeah,
you. Take
I
good care
will.
of you. Please send me your
Yes,
address.
I will.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
exit. I will close the
Okay.
interview.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session. You can just exit Instagram. Good. Thank you so much. Wow, 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 wow. Hope you enjoyed the interview. Oh, myself, I feel so good having somebody that will talk to and the person will just understand what I'm saying. Oh, leave me alone, Joe. I'm so happy. So, in summary, she's a dentist, a big one at that. She came with kids, 2 kids. Ah, that's a lot of that's a lot of work and tough having to go through. Did you hear what she said? She said she applied for her visa, got it. Then she applied for her kids' visa because she felt like, man, I can't leave these kids at home and just travel. That's excellent. That's excellent. I know it can be stressful, but most times what you even notice is that a mom that have kids is already he's already used to, I don't want to say he's already used to that stress, but they're already used to, having to handle kids. So I really pray that God will give her the strength to be able to, do everything she needs to do successfully. And for the kids, imagine the kids giving them new life, huh? That's so cool. And some of her advice, she talked about, make up your mind and make it fast, especially if you're a professional, which means that you're already at a place that, it's easy to get comfortable. If you're making up your mind to relocate, make it fast and look at the big picture. Don't just focus on, oh, well, I do my job right now and I get paid. Yeah, but after that, what? So take a look at the big picture before you zero down on your choice. And act now. Everybody keeps saying that thing. You can't just fold your arms and say, don't worry, next year, next 2 years, next 3 years. You're not the one. You're not the God of the universe, eh? You're not the God of earth who is in charge of what is going to happen next year. What's going to happen next year? Do you know? You can only do your best. So, my dear, I join her to say, act now. If you decide to relocate, act now. Don't just put it on the shelf. Okay, don't put it on the shelf and say next 10 years. By that time you relocate. Do you know what next 10 years will look like? You don't know. Okay, so once again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad through the study abroad route. And we work with you irrespective of the country you're going to, whether you're going to UK, US, Canada, Australia, Ireland, Sweden, Switzerland, Finland, Austria, wherever, Poland, any high income country that you desire to go to, we can work with you on that. Now, we also work with you irrespective of where you are from. So whether you are from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Rwanda, Uganda, Zambia, Sierra Leone, Liberia, South Africa, wherever you are from, we can work with you because we do our training online, meaning that you can do that training remotely, right? From your home, from your office, wherever you decide to do it from. So keep that in mind. We also work with you irrespective of what you studied. So let's say you studied law or dentistry, like myself, or like Mrs. Annabelle, or you studied medicine, engineering, food and nutrition. I've talked about law, political science. Think about it. Any course at all, applied arts, theater arts, irrespective of what you studied, we can work with you because as part of our training, we're going to be able to show you the programs you can apply for. We call them the programs of best fit, and it is individualized. All right. Yeah, somebody says cybersecurity. That's okay. So we also work with you, irrespective of the course you want to study. So you are coming for graduate studies. Hey, please let me say we handle people going for graduate studies only. If you want to go for undergraduate, we don't work with that. All right. So if you are going for, let's say you want to study public health, biomedical sciences, social justice, social work, accounting, HR, the MBA, think about it. Cybersecurity, business intelligence, information technology, information security, um, interdisciplinary humanity studies, you know, think about it, irrespective of the course you want to study. In fact, I saw someone that was talking about project management, geology, environmental sciences. Irrespective of the course you want to study, we work with you. All right. Now, one important thing you have to keep in mind: we work with you irrespective of your grade. Okay, irrespective of your grade. So if you have third class, pass. Third class, second class lower, second class upper, first class, we work with you. Somebody say architecture. Yes, we work with that. So irrespective of your grade, we work with you. Keep that. Some people will message me and say, oh, I have third class, can you work with us? Yes. I have a pass, can you work with us? Yes. I have first class. Because sometimes one will say, we work with you even if you have third class. Somebody will say, so does that mean you don't work with people with first class? My dear, we're just trying to say, irrespective of the grade, we can work with you. Now, irrespective of what educational qualification you have, provided you're a graduate, we work with you. So minimum, you must have HND or bachelor's, okay? Higher national diploma or bachelor's. But even if you have master's, we can work with you. Right? Or you have done other professional training after or you have MBBS, or you have BDS, or you have other professional training, you're already a consultant, we can work with you. All right? So if you see all the different, irrespective of, what am I just trying to say? I have decided to split the audience, like when I say irrespective of what you study, irrespective of, because most times we'll start having people, we have people saying something like, what about this? What about this? In fact, now, if you listen to the interview, Mrs. Annabelle has 2 children and she came with them to Canada, right? Now, you will see somebody that is going to say, what if I have 3 children? Will it work? You say yes. What if I have 1 child? Will it work? Yes. What if I have 4 children? Will it work? Yes. What if I have 7? Yes. See. Yes, irrespective of the number of kids that you have. Do you get? Keep that in mind. We're just trying to say there is no limitation. That's simply what we're trying to say. There is no limitation. And if you're one of the persons watching me now, let me take you to something. If you're one of the persons watching me now and you're wondering that, how are you going to get started? I'm going to show you. You can just go to www.vantagemigration.ca. Hey, by the way, that's a book written by me. You can get that on Amazon. Dental Secrets. As soon as I came to my library, I just saw it. That, you know, I'm a dentist, eh? Some people don't know that my doctor came from being a dentist. So I'm a dentist. Can you see this? I'm a dentist. This book is on how to care for your teeth and gum at home and achieve excellent dental health without endless dental clinic visits, by Dr. Linda Iheme. You can get a copy on Amazon. All right. Anyways, sorry for that digression. Sorry. So you can go to www.vantagemigration.ca. In this place, you're going to get a free webinar that is going to explain to you the exact process that you need to take in order to get started with your study abroad journey, okay, with your relocation plan. By the way, now if you listen to our interview, sorry, there's the bulb is reflecting. If you listen to our interview, you must have, let me see if I can do it like that. Yes, if you listen to our interview, you must have heard about our teaching, okay? So one thing you need to know is that Dr. Linda is a trained teacher. So if you look at this one, I have others, right? But if you look at this one specifically, you see that I took this training, which took me close to 8 months to complete, Fundamentals of University Teaching Program. So I specifically learned how to teach adults. How many people, if I may ask you, how many people do you know right now? How many people do you know right now that they teach online, who actually have certifications in teaching adults? How many? If you know, type. How many? So teaching is something that I'm very passionate about. Like all the times I was doing these trainings, I always used to tell myself, I said, I want to be a professor. When I mean a professor, I mean a teacher. Okay, let me use teacher. I want to be a teacher that students will love to learn from. Sincerely, I had this dream. Like, it was a dream. So many of these training, okay, some of them, like, okay, this one, because I have a training on online teaching, all right? Online teaching. So I learned how to teach online. This training was a 6 weeks every day, 6 weeks training on online teaching. Every day for 6 weeks. Because I was trying to specialize in teaching online. And now, that is just something I love, something I enjoy. Woo! Okay. So I was saying that I had that dream that I was always telling myself that I want to be that teacher that students will love to learn from. It was a conscious effort to learn how to teach. Seriously, it was. And do you know, there were some training that when I was in University of Waterloo, you know I'm a graduate now, huh? I was in University of Waterloo, there's some training that, like training for lecturers or sectional instructors that I was doing. Some of them are for professors only. I will join the waiting list. There was this particular one. Do you know what they told me? They said I have to be the last person in the waiting list, even though I came early. Why? Because it's for professors, so they have to put me as the last person in the waiting list, meaning all the professors will have to register, new professors will join the waiting list, and I can only enter the training when all the professors, there's still a slot left, there's no professor to take it, and all the professors on the waiting list cannot join, then they can give it to me, because that's the only way they can justify me taking the training. Guess what? I waited. Was it? Yeah, I think it's the instructional skill workshop. This one. It was, you see, look at it. 2018, huh? 2018, look at that. Google those names that the teachers, right? Google them, you will see it. This instructional skill workshop, it was a 3 days training, full, like 8 hours every day, 3 days training by professors. Non-professors teaching, and in all these things, I was also doing my best to specialize in online teaching, online learning. This is interesting. Like, some things are intentional steps. Yes, you don't have it all figured out. Like, I never really thought that I'll be teaching online like this, right? I never really thought about that. That was not really the plan. I was just feeling that maybe in future, I was feeling that online teaching is the future, and that in future, I may be, as a professor, as a lecturer, I may be able to teach in universities outside my primary country. That's just why I was doing a lot of this training, but I had that desire. I know, like, I remember saying that to myself. I said, I want to be a teacher that when students attend my lecture, they will be happy, they will learn, they will understand. Seriously. And now it's happening. It's happening. So please start by attending this free webinar, www.vantagemigration.ca. At least you are going to see me teach a little bit, okay? All these things we are talking about teaching, you'll get to see it for yourself. All right? good care of you till I see you again. See, the best thing that can happen to you in life is doing something that you love. That's the best thing. I'm a dentist, but I won't say a teacher. A good one at that. Take care till I see you again. Bye.